Hey, what's up, yield farmers? Welcome back to All Things EVM, and today we're going to talk about a portfolio that I put together about 3 weeks ago. I'm sharing this with my YouTube family, but I'm also going deeper into this in the Yield Farming Co-op. Link in the description below for that. That is a paid service where we teach you how to make money in yield farming on a weekly basis. In fact, we do 3 calls a week, actually 4 calls a week, I should say, for all community members. We have a public one. It's open to anybody who wants to just check out the system on, I believe that's on Thursdays. Wednesdays is for new farmers, and then on Sundays we have a Farming Done With You class, and then one specifically for our 49-week challenge members. You can find more information in the link in the description below on all of that, guys. But right now I want to show you how I'm doing in this portfolio, what my goals are, and give you a quick update for this week. So let's jump on into it. I've done 2 full weeks in this portfolio, guys. We started this portfolio with $12,500, and as I said a couple weeks ago, I started this portfolio with borrowed funds from PayPal business line of credit. And my goal is to pay this off with weekly portfolio gains. That's $260 every single week that I get withdrawn from my personal bank account. I'm using Spritz to pay myself every single week out of this account. I'll leave a link in the description below for Spritz as well, which is a fantastic way to off-ramp funds, especially under $1,000 on a daily basis, as I've got a couple of portfolios that I send small amounts to my bank account 2 or 3 times a week. I'm building up some points there, and the points get you some redeemable coupons and stuff on fees, as well as account credit. So we did have a down week last week. In fact, the last 2 weeks have been a little bit down. The first week I was only open in my portfolio for 2 days, and I made $525 in weekly P&L on top of $287 in fees. Second week was $540 in fees, which was my first video that I posted on this channel for this portfolio. It was a fantastic week for fees, and then but still lost $190 in portfolio value because the market started rolling over. And in this week, we've lost $480 in portfolio value. However, we did make $350 in fees. There wasn't a lot of volatility, and it was out of range due to the nature of this B2B, BNB to wrapped ETH pool being on mainnet. We had some higher gas fees Monday and Tuesday. I didn't get to rearrange this, and because of that, did lose out on some probably about $50 worth of fees there. Probably would have made 400-ish in fees if I had left that in range. However, I didn't want to spend that much. I would have spent probably $20, $30 in gas money just on the ETH chain if I would have rearranged those. So it is what it is, and we're getting into hopefully an up week this week, as the market has been either down or sort of sideways over the last couple. Things are looking bullish right now, and I'm excited to get into this week. The pools that I'm in, started the week with Pendle, Weth, Prime to wrapped ETH, which is a gaming token on the base chain. Maple to wrapped ETH on the ETH chain. I did get out of this position late last week as I wasn't making the gains that I wanted to, only 152% yield on that for the last 2 weeks. And let's see, just to make sure, yes, that is the case. 200% the first week, 152% the last week, and I got into this new Phantom to BNB pool, which has not outperformed yet that of the Maple pool, but I'm still going to leave it in here as the projections looked a little bit higher on that, and really only have Friday and Saturday, which weren't high volatility days. Although Friday was a decent volatility day, I did get it in sort of late there. Saturday was very little volatility at all for any of the market, and so I'm looking forward to this breaking out and hitting closer to 200% APR on that as projected. BNB to wrapped ETH is still going to be crushing it for me, though I did only make 93% APR on this as because I was out for most of actually 3 days here, Sunday through Tuesday. I was out of range for quite a while. Probably should have rearranged on Sunday. Just didn't find time to do that. So it does pay to be available on Sundays to rearrange, especially on the ETH mainnet. Looking forward to some new pools this week. Still in the rotation, guys. Pendle to wrapped ETH on the Arbitrum chain, Prime to wrapped ETH on Base, Phantom to BNB on BNB chain, and BNB to wrapped ETH on the ETH chain, with the majority of that being in that big BNB to wrapped ETH pool. And because that's been a high performer for me, it was 235% in the first full week, 505% in the first couple of days. I do think we can get that up, and it has been in range for me since we rearranged back here, and has been putting up decent numbers between $25 and $40 a day. Friday being a slow day, and I think it did get out of range for a short time on Friday as well on the upside. So in range today and yesterday on Sunday, though Sunday was low volume, so I'm not expecting a lot there. But I would love to see consistent $25 days on the BNB to wrapped ETH pool, and my goal being $37 a day is what I need to pay back that loan payment every single Wednesday. Besides Sunday and Friday, I did exceed that goal and exceed by quite a bit on a couple days. So $72 on Monday and $78 on Thursday. So definitely outperformed what I needed to pay back. Out of $352, I get to keep $260. It did cost me $2 to off ramp, so let's say that I made $90 in profit on the week, guys. So that's great to see in fee, I should say, in fee APR, rather in fees. So that does bring my impermanent loss for the week down to down under $400, which is great. But rolling into this week, we are going to be farming with about $12,142. All right, looking at this portfolio, guys, we are still above the $12,500 that I initially deposited, which is great to see since we've had a couple of down weeks. So my not only am I outperforming and able to off-ramp those funds, I've off-ramped 260 times 3, so $260 times 3, that's $780. So 780 plus the 12,644. If I had just kept it all in there, I'd be almost at 13.5, which I've actually hit once with this portfolio when we had an up week the first week. So hope to get back there without having the off-ramped funds included. But great to see that above 12.5, as that is the continued goal. And I did start this at a really great time in the market, guys. So if you're starting right now, it's actually a great time to do it as well. Let's look at where Ethereum's at. So just to get into these pools, I probably started down here around 24.42. We're only at 24.35. So if you were to follow along with me right now, you'd be in a great position to take advantage of all this upside, especially in ETH. And currently my thesis on this portfolio, guys, is to stay in volatile pairs, because I think we're going to be in an uptrend, and since they're volatile together and they're also rather correlated. In fact, let's look at DeFi Llama's correlation map here. So Prime to ETH, one of the pools that I'm in currently, is 76% correlated to Ethereum on the last year, 64% on the month, and -10 on the 7-day, which is no surprise since I'm out of range on that. However, 0 right now, and this is a pool that I'd like to get into, and am in this pool in a different portfolio. 92% correlated currently, 81% on the month, though only 43 on the year. That's because this token is brand new, guys. Really I think it was March or April that 0 was launched. A couple other things. So if I want to, I can look up BNB to wrapped ETH, and then let's also put in the Pendle, as that is something I'm also currently in. And then lastly, let's put in Phantom, as that's already in as well. So all of these are quite correlated, especially on the monthly. Let's look at the yearly. BNB the highest, Phantom at 79. Phantom to BNB is rather interesting actually too, because that's a pool that I'm in. Pendle to ETH is 81, actually the highest out of these, which is pretty awesome to see. And so that Pendle pool has been fantastic. On the monthly, 90% ETH to BNB ratio as far as correlation goes, and that has been, for the most part, super true for me. Although 73 over the last 7 days. Makes sense why I got out of range there. But Pendle has been in range quite a bit for me, which is great. Looking at the monthly again, yeah, Pendle, Prime, Zero, they're all above 50%, and that's what we want to see some good correlation, where if you were looking at it in terms of USDC or USDT, which a lot of pools are in, that's great for taking de-risking the downside, but you definitely lose on the upside if you're in those pools, especially if we're hitting the lows of this range. But it does look like there's going to be an uptrend for the crypto market soon, especially ETH and alts. So with that, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more content just like this. I'll be updating this video series every single week based on this portfolio. Again, if you'd like to learn how to do this, how to make passive income, how to either take out a loan or put some of your hard-earned crypto dollars to work for you, maybe take an income out of that instead of just paying off a loan with it, you can do this by learning with us at the Yield Farming Co-op, link in the description below. There's 2 membership programs, guys. There's $10 per month just to be a part of the basic membership. That gives you the first 8 classes that we offer. None of the advanced stuff, but can get you started at $10 a month. And then we also have the 49 Weeks to Freedom Challenge, which is an in-depth course with much more hands-on live group calls that you can be a part of. In fact, there's 3 of those that you can be a part of on a weekly basis, which gives you some great information on how to keep ahead of this market and really start a business on chain, guys. We're averaging between 12 and 15% in returns on your investment per month. Not financial advice, do your own research, guys, but love to see you join us in the YFC. Have a great week. God bless.